Listen to me, because what I am about to tell you could save you money, protect your financial security, and stop you from stressing over numbers that might not even be doing what you think they are doing. If you are retired, or if you are anywhere close to stepping into retirement, I know what is keeping you up at night. You are sitting there thinking, what happens if I need to move into a new rental community? What if my car gives out and I need to lease another one? What if my home insurance rates jump through the roof because my credit score took a dive? Or maybe you had a rough patch, a medical emergency, a divorce, or a dip in income right before retiring and your credit score took a hit. You are afraid that without a paycheck coming in every 2 weeks, you are trapped, with no way to rebuild that score. And then you see an advertisement online or on your phone for something called Kikoff. It promises to build your credit for as little as $5 a month with no credit check, no interest, and no deposit. And you think, Susie, is this the answer to my prayers? Or is this another financial trap designed to nickel-and-dime retirees living on a fixed income? Today, I am going to explain Kikoff to you in plain, honest, simple English, no financial jargon, no complicated fine print, so you know exactly how it works, whether it is safe, and whether you should touch it with a 10-foot pole. First, let us get one thing straight. Why does your credit score even matter when you are in retirement? A lot of people think, I'm done working, I'm not buying a brand new mansion, so who cares about my FICO score? I will tell you who cares. Insurance companies care. They use your credit history to set your home and auto insurance rates. Landlords care. If you decide to downsize into an apartment or a senior living facility, they run a credit check. Utility companies care. They charge you hefty security deposits if your credit score is too low. So yes, your credit score matters just as much now as it ever did, especially when you are living on a fixed retirement income and every single dollar counts. So, what is Kikoff? Kikoff is a fintech financial tool designed specifically to help people build or rebuild their credit history. But here is the part you need to understand. Kikoff is not a traditional credit card, and it is not a traditional personal loan. You cannot take a Kikoff card down to the grocery store to buy your weekly produce, and you cannot use it to pay your electric bill unless you sign up for their higher tier plans. Here is how the basic Kikoff setup actually works. When you sign up for their basic plan, Kikoff gives you what is called a revolving line of credit, usually around $750. But you do not get cash, and you do not get a piece of plastic to put in your wallet. Instead, that line of credit can only be used inside Kikoff's digital store to buy digital educational materials or small services. In exchange, you pay a $5 monthly membership fee. Every single month that you pay that $5, Kikoff reports that payment to the major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, as an on-time payment on a $750 line of credit. Now, why does that change your credit score? Because your FICO credit score is made up of 5 main ingredients, and 2 of them are gigantic. 35% of your score is your payment history, whether you pay your bills on time. 30% of your score is your credit utilization ratio, how much total credit you are using compared to how much credit you have available. When Kikoff reports that you have a $750 credit line and you are only using $5 of it each month, your credit utilization looks extremely low and your payment history shows a streak of green, on-time check marks. To the credit scoring algorithms, it looks like you are managing credit responsibly. That is why people with low scores or no credit history often see their scores go up after a few months. No credit check is required to sign up. No hard inquiry goes on your report to pull your score down. And there are no interest charges compounding on you. That sounds pretty good, right? Let us do the math together. $5 a month does not sound like much when you see it on a screen. But $5 a month is $60 a year. If you upgrade to their premium or ultimate plans, which run anywhere from $20 to $35 a month for larger reported credit lines, rent reporting, or identity theft protection, you are looking at $240 to over $400 a year. For someone living on Social Security, savings, or a modest pension, paying $60 to $400 a year just to have a company report numbers to a credit bureau is money coming directly out of your pocket that you will never get back. It is not like a savings account where you get the cash back at the end. It is an ongoing subscription fee for a credit line you cannot even spend in the real world. So here is my candid advice for you if you are retired or preparing to retire. If your credit score is severely damaged, say, below 600, or if you have a thin file with almost no active credit accounts left because you paid off your mortgage and closed your old cards years ago, Kikoff's basic $5 a month plan can be a temporary stepping stone. Notice I said temporary. You do not stay on it forever. You use it for 6 to 12 months to build a baseline payment history without risking getting into credit card debt or paying high interest rates. However, if you already have a decent credit card in your wallet that you have had for years, you do not need Kikoff. Do not waste your $5 a month. All you need to do to keep your credit score healthy in retirement is put one small recurring monthly bill, like your phone bill or a $10 streaming service, on that existing credit card. Set up automatic payments from your checking account so it is paid in full every single month, and leave it alone. That builds the exact same on-time payment history and low utilization without costing you a single extra penny in subscription fees. Do not let fear drive your financial decisions in retirement. You do not need to pay flashy financial apps month after month just to prove to the world that you are financially responsible. Know what you are signing up for, keep your expenses lean, and keep your financial power right where it belongs, in your hands.